Hello everyone, I'm Aubrey Godet and welcome to this week's episode of Spring Hill Now. For our last episode of the semester, we will be hearing directly from President Joe Lee, covering the Alzheimer's Walk on campus, and this week's weather forecast. We will also take you to the streets of LODA Art Walk in downtown Mobile, as well as what holiday festivities are coming up around the town, and an update on Badger Athletics. As the semester comes to a close, Spring Hill President Joe Lee prepares to retire. Spring Hill Now reporter Natalie Williamson sat down with President Joe Lee to reminisce on some of his favorite moments on the Hill.
I actually have one in my office, a nice white one, you know.
After being president of Spring Hill College for 3 years, Dr. Joe Lee reminisces his time spent on the Hill.
I think I've said many times my first memory was August 9th, 2018. It was move-in day. I had moved down here August 2nd, living in Portier Place, one of the residence halls, and really kind of said, what am I doing here? And then move-in day occurred. And I said, wow, that's why I'm here. There were there's so many memories. It's really hard to pick out just one or two.
While Dr. Lee gets ready to pass the torch to Dr. Van Brunt, a walk around campus reveals some of his favorite locations. So we are in the St. Joseph's Chapel. Yes. So tell us a little bit about your experience in St. Joseph's Chapel and what does it mean to you?
Well, this is, I guess, has been my spiritual home. It's also been a place for many special functions. This is where I was commissioned as president of Spring Hill College. We've had masses of the Holy Spirit. I've addressed dozens and maybe hundreds of present Badgers and future Badgers as well. This is where we first greet our parents and students. Our freshman classes are installed here in the chapel. So it's really a special place.
So you say this is your favorite place. Tell us a little bit about why it's your favorite place.
Well, certainly I love baseball, and I think this has an incredible tradition here. I was here for Coach Sims's 1,000th victory, and that was certainly one of my best experiences here on campus. And when the alumni come back here on right field, you literally see hundreds of them that did it when they were students, and 20, 30 years later, they're still out here on the right field.
Before Lee takes on new opportunities, he leaves a message for new president, Dr. Mary Van Brunt.
There's a great team here. Use them. They're going to make your job a lot easier. The challenges here are real. The students are just incredible. And try to enjoy the journey.
Dr. Lee plans to move to Massachusetts after he leaves Spring Hill, and in January, Dr. Mary Van Brunt will be taking over as president. Over the weekend, the Alzheimer's Association Walk was hosted here on campus. Spring Hill Now reporter Faye Fox takes a look at what attendees had to say about the charity event.
Over 200 people walked in support of Alzheimer care and research during Mobile Bay's annual Walk to End Alzheimer's. The walk was held right here on Spring Hill College campus, and the cold temperatures didn't prevent people from gathering. Every single flower in the Alzheimer Promise Garden represents a person's struggle with the mind-robbing disease.
For the future, I walk to honor the caregivers like my father who sacrificed so much of their time and so much of their life to take care of someone with this disease. And also I don't want anyone else to have it, so I'm fighting for the future.
The event had participants from all over Mobile, and one of them was Spring Hill College student Lorna Salvador.
So this is my third year participating in the Walk to End Alzheimer's. I walk to support my Aunt Evelyn, who has passed away from Alzheimer's, and to raise money and support everyone else and hopefully find a cure one day.
And a local resident, Kaylin Thompson, has hit the pavement for 6 years now.
My mama, who was my best friend, I saw 3 times a week. I loved her so much. She was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's when I was in 6th grade, and she actually passed away last year. So I walk for her, and I walk for any granddaughter out there that doesn't want to lose her grandmother.
This year's walk raised over $40,000, proving that with strength in numbers, we can continue to support and take steps to putting a stop to Alzheimer's. Reporting for Spring Hill Student Media, I'm Faye Fox.
For more information on research and care of Alzheimer's, visit alz.org. That's all for Around the Hill. Now we head to Maddie Bauk for this week's weather forecast. Maddie.
Thanks, Aubrey. Let's take a look at this week's weather forecast. The fall weather continues as we get ready for Thanksgiving break. Today, there will be a nice high of 53 and a low of 34 degrees, around nightfall with some light winds. Tomorrow, we will see sunshine with a high of 57 and a low of 39 degrees, perfect for a nice day downtown. Saturday, there will be mostly cloudy skies, a high of 57 and a low of 40 degrees. There is a 42% chance of rain during the day, so don't forget an umbrella. Sunday, we will have a high of 57 and a low of 35 degrees. Cloudy conditions expected in the morning, perfect for a nice relaxing Sunday. Monday, we'll have the same conditions with a high of 57 and a low of 39 towards nightfall. And finally, Tuesday, with a warmer high of 64 and a low of 48 degrees. That's all for the weather this week. Back to you, Aubrey.
Thanks, Maddie. It sounds like we're going to have a chilly week coming up ahead of us. Now we head to Alzheimer Rashid for what's going on around Mobile. Alzheimer.
Thanks, Aubrey. LODA Art Walk is a monthly event in downtown Mobile that highlights the talents of local artists. Spring Hill Now reporter Sharon Nielsen caught up with the Spring Hill's own Lucy Mercer to see how her creativity has paid off.
On a night of colorful pageantry during the downtown LODA Art Walk on November 11th, Spring Hill student Lucy Mercer shows how creativity pays off. Mercer's designs are selling like hotcakes because of the creative skills she has gained through her art education at Spring Hill College. Mercer explains what inspired her to love art and become a professional artist.
I really just got started up by taking like a ton of art classes. Took 2D design, took drawing, I took drawing 2, I took printmaking, which is really where I got my business started. I made Hot Ghouls in Your Area, which is one of my favorite prints and also seems to be everybody else's favorite prints. So I sold like probably over 30 of them. And it's just been, I've been making art ever since.
Not only does Mercer sell a variety of items like t-shirts, stickers, pins, prints, and tote bags, she also profits from commissions. Many of Mercer's most sought-after creations are inspired by unique art style.
I love old vintage pinup art, so I'm trying to lean into that more. I recently did a print called Batty for You, which I'm really proud of, and it's just a really cute little bat pinup girl. So it's just been a lot of fun to experiment and see, and I'm very lucky to have an audience that really loves spooky stuff too.
Lucy Mercer's success tonight shows how Spring Hill College students can profit from the skills they develop in the classroom. Reporting for Student Media, I am Sharon Nilsson.
All of Lucy Mercer's art can be found at her Instagram at Lucy and the Hearts. The holidays are right around the corner, and Mobile is hosting its annual 'Tis the Season events. From November 18th to December 17th, there will be holiday events in downtown Mobile. The city of Mobile is celebrating the holidays like never before. Their holiday calendar is jam-packed with family events each weekend of the season. Head down to Mardi Gras Park at 5:30 on November 18th to see the tree lighting and the arrival of Santa. This event will include a live DJ, holiday princesses, photo opportunities, a Santa Claus meet and greet, plus so much more. All events and the time they begin are posted around town and on the Parks and Recreation website. Another event during the 'Tis the Season time is the Iron Bowl Block Party. The band False Identity will be performing before the Alabama-Auburn game on a jumbo HD LED screen. There will be a live DJ playing during TV timeouts and opportunities to win prizes for best dressed and most spirited fans. You can check out local restaurants and bars. The block party will be set up on Dauphin Street between Cedar and Lawrence Streets 2 hours before kickoff. The last event we'll tell you about is the incredible inflatable holiday balloon art walk. The December LODA Art Walk will be more something you've never experienced before. Get the entire family ready and head to downtown Mobile Friday, December 10th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. as Cathedral Square will transform into a handcrafted, balloon-sculpted wonderland. If you'd like to look at the rest of the events, go to cityofmobile.org for more information.
You're watching Spring Hill Now, winner of the 2021 Catholic Media Awards Student Journalism Award for current events affecting student life.
Thanks, Thanks, Alisaya. Now we head to sports reporter Earthly Thomas for our Badger Athletics update. Earthly?
Thanks, Aubrey. Let's take a look at Badger Athletics and what's to come for our Badger teams. The volleyball team has won their 4th consecutive SIAC championship after remaining undefeated during the regular season. Spring Hill Now reporter Bo Reed went courtside to capture this great accomplishment.
Past weekend, the Spring Hill volleyball team welcomed teams from across the conference for the SIAC Championship Tournament held at the Arthur R. Outlaw Center. In the end, the Badgers prevailed over the rest of the competition, winning the championship for their 4th year in a row. Seniors Cassandra Fairley and Michaela Boyer sat down after the tournament and reflected on their time with the team.
Exciting for me because one, we're in our home gym, got to have everybody from our school watching, my parents, my whole family's here. This one and last year's was really special because my sister is my setter, so I'd say this one's really special in that sense. I felt like today, we just kept getting better and better and better, and our goal wasn't to win by 15 points, but it was to just play as hard as we possibly can, because for us this would be our last home game, and we had we just have great team chemistry, love to have all of our family here, so it was nice to be home.
The Badgers head down to Tampa Bay, Florida this Friday for the NCAA Division II Women's Volleyball Championship, where they'll face number 1 seed Tampa. Serving it up for Spring Hill Student Media, I'm Bo Reed.
The men's basketball team opened their regular season with the game against rival University of Mobile. The Badgers won with a score of 72-59, serving the Rams their first loss of the season. They were led by preseason All-SIAC first-team select Beryl Kabamba. Beryl also received recognition from the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference as Player of the Week following his performance on the court Saturday night. The women's basketball team started their regular season in Tampa, Florida for the South Region crossover. They played against Rollins College and the University of Tampa. Both games ended in a loss for the Badgers. Let's take a look at upcoming events for Badger Athletics as winter sports are picking up. Tomorrow, the volleyball team is traveling to Florida to face off with the Tampa Spartans for the NCAA Division II Championships at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. On Saturday morning, the men and women's cross-country teams will also visit Florida for the NCAA Division II South Regional Tournament. The men run at 6:45 a.m. Central Time, and the women run at 7:55 a.m. The basketball teams are hosting games in the Outlaw Recreation Center later in the afternoon. The women play against rival University of Mobile at 2 p.m. Afterwards, the men will play against Flagler College at 4 p.m. Both bowling teams will be hosting the SHC tournament here in Mobile at AMF Camellia Lanes starting Saturday morning through Sunday to conclude the weekend. During the following week, both basketball teams are bound to travel on Tuesday. The women will play University of West Alabama in Livingston, Alabama at 5 p.m. The men's team will play against Auburn University Montgomery in Montgomery, Alabama at 7 p.m. That is all for Badger Athletics. Back to you, Aubrey.
Thank you, Earthly. That's all for this final Spring Hill Now for this semester. We're already looking for students to join the Spring Hill Now staff next semester. To be a part of Badger TV's news or sports coverage, email Bill Rowan at wrowan@shc.edu. Remember, you can get Spring Hill Now content on demand anytime at livestream.com/SpringHillCollege and at our student media website. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can email us at shcstudentmedia@gmail.com. Also, be looking for the newest copy of the Spring Hillian newspaper around campus. From all of us here at Spring Hill Now and Badger Television, thank you for joining us this semester. We look forward to seeing you next time. This is Aubrey Godet signing out. Have an amazing holiday season, Badgers.